Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Evening, New Hampshire. It's 6:30 p.m., and let's begin. First up, let's begin with your news. First up, flu now considered widespread in New Hampshire, one death reported. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Jennifer Crompton.
Hospitals don't underestimate the danger of the flu season. Signs have long been up at Wentworth, Douglas, and Dover. Anyone working here required to get the flu vaccine will wear a mask the duration of the season. The number of cases in the ER picking up in the last week and a half as the numbers statewide push into the widespread designation. Nasal swab tests for influenza on the rise too.
If they present with upper respiratory symptoms, with a fever, cough, congestion, and overall malaise, the kind of general achiness without a real source.
It's considered early in the flu season, one death already in Cheshire County. It's especially dangerous for the young and old and those with underlying health concerns.
That can potentially result in much more serious respiratory compromise and potentially increase their risk for mortality.
The flu is most contagious in the first 24 to 48 hours, often before people realize they have it. That's why washing hands and covering coughs are so important. Anyone with the flu should stay home from school or work until they're fever-free for at least 24 hours. And it's not too late to get the vaccine.
This year's vaccine seems to be a pretty good, almost direct hit, which is wonderful because some years it's not so good.
NHS, the providers, depending on the health providers, there is a nasal spray version available this year, depending on the health provider. And according to DHHS, already this season, 102,000 New Hampshire children have been vaccinated, and that's a good thing. We're live in Dover. Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Rochester man accused of taking gun from suicide scene. Woman found dead in storage unit believed to have been alone when she died. A Rochester man is facing weapons charges in connection with the suicide of a woman found in a vehicle inside a storage unit. Albert Kerment, 60, was charged with theft of a firearm and being a felon in possession of a dangerous weapon. Rochester police said the arrest was made in connection with the investigation into the October death of a woman whose body was found in a storage unit at Rochester Self-Storage on South Main Street. The woman's death was determined to be a suicide. Kermit was accused of stealing the gun the woman used before police arrived. Police said they believe the woman was alone when she killed herself. Police said they don't know why Kermit was in the area, and they said he did not work for the storage company. He was released on personal recognition bail and is scheduled to be arraigned January 31st. New Hampshire man accused in rape robberies at university. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Mr. Kessa, you have been charged with rape in the first degree, burglary in the first degree, 3 counts, and receiving stolen property.
A former student at Concord High School, Alfred Kessa, now stands accused of threatening 5 students at the University of Louisville with a gun and raping one of them. Arrested on Monday, police say Kessa represented a danger to the public.
We know this individual has targeted our campus, and that's why we're very pleased to report on the successful apprehension.
The rape allegedly happened January 9th at Cardinal Town Apartments. That's where police say he entered the victim's apartment and held a gun to her head, demanding money. Then, according to court documents, Kessa forced the woman into a closet where he sexually assaulted her. Prior to that, police say that Kessa had entered dormitory rooms at University Point Apartments. One of the victim's parents telling our sister station in Louisville this happened around 5:30 in the morning. They say Kessa was all dressed in black, producing the gun and demanding money and credit cards and taking a laptop. Kessa was not a student at the University of Louisville, but did play several games with the school's club rugby team and hung around the campus, which led one of the victims to identify him.
His bail was set at $500,000 cash. He's due back in court on the 25th. In the studio, Ray Brewer, WMUR News Now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Airlines set up travel waivers ahead of big snowstorm. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Heavy snow on the way. Several airlines are waiving change fees for flights this weekend. American, Southwest, and United have posted travel waiver details for flights to and from the Northeast. That includes Boston's Logan Airport and Manchester-Boston Regional Airport. For more information on who qualifies and how to rebook your flight, you can contact your airline.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Police seek public's help to identify car involved in road rage incident. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
Homewood's Furniture and Design Center is having a truckload sale of reclining furniture at unprecedented prices.
Well, police say it's unclear what exactly sparked this whole thing, but they do know it ended here at this busy intersection with a suspect wearing a ski mask, assaulting a driver during the morning commute. Now, the moments leading up to the assault, they were caught on home surveillance video. Take a look. You can see the victim being followed closely by the suspect vehicle. They say the victim then turned around and the suspect vehicle continued to follow them. Police say the victim was stopped at a red light on Boynton Street when a man wearing a ski mask got out of the back seat of the other car and got into the victim's vehicle and started assaulting him. Now, according to police, the victim says he has no idea why he was targeted.
Nothing specific said. The concerning piece here obviously is the subject was wearing a ski mask in the middle of the day. This is during the middle of the morning commute, so that's obviously concerning to us.
Now, a live look here at the evening commute. You can see just how busy this intersection is. Police say the vehicle they're looking for is described as a gray four-doored sedan. They say it was being driven by a female. It also had a female passenger in the front seat. They're hoping that someone may recognize those surveillance images and be able to identify that vehicle. They say the front passenger hubcap was missing and the front driver's side hubcap appeared to be broken. That's the latest live in Bedford tonight. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report in that video. And switching gears now, let's head things over into sports news. In sports, Wednesday high school hockey highlights. Let's take a listen to the video.
Campbell at Timberlane, Owls and White trailing 2-0. William Downs, a nice move to get a shot off, but Adam O'Munson was having a big game in net, got a piece of that one. Timberlane kept coming after that. Jake Murphy drops it for Aiden Kiley. His return pass was untouched, so he gets the goal, cut the lead to 2-1. And they were peppering O'Munson with shots, Timberlane was, but the sophomore goalie was having none of it. Great save after great save, and he earns the win. Pembroke Campbell gets the 2-1 win at the Owls.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report in your sports news. And switching gears again, let's head into weather. Weather right now is overcast, 19 degrees. Your weather for tonight, cloudy, flurries or snow showers possible late, low 16 degrees, winds light and variable. Tomorrow, overcast, a few flurries or snow showers possible, high 73 degrees, sorry about that, and winds light and variable. And tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies, low 16 degrees, winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that's a look at your weather. And also we have 3 closings announced, and weekend storm could bring 20 inches of snow in parts of New Hampshire. And now, switching gears, let's go to your arts and entertainment. Disney on Ice celebrates 100 years. Disney on Ice opens at SNHU Arena, and it runs through Monday the 21st. Flying film series Ben is Back. The Flying Monkey Movie House and Performance Center is hosting Ben is Back at 6:30 p.m. this evening. And Spotlight New England is this evening at 7 p.m. at Dance Ivy Studio in Somersworth. And that is for Good Evening New Hampshire right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Good night, everyone. Bye.